The European Union has also approved tougher economic sanctions against Russia. Moscow denies accusations it was in any way responsible for the attack on the airliner, saying Kiev is ultimately responsible. CCTV's Daria Bondarchuk reports from Moscow.
The European Union extended the blacklist of Russian government-owned entities and introduced wider sanctions affecting key sectors of the Russian economy. They are envisaged to pressure Moscow to change its stance and stop alleged assistance to the anti-government rebels fighting Ukrainian army troops in the east of the country. But Moscow maintains allegations made by Western leaders are groundless.
The words of US President Barack Obama that Russia is not cooperating with an international investigation into the catastrophe of the Malaysian Boeing cause confusion. First of all, Russia was the first country to present its recorded data related to the plane crash at one of the recent Defense Ministry's briefings. The American side, by the way, up until this point, hasn't publicly presented any facts beside the unfounded accusations and social media data.
Furthermore, Russia has invited OSCE monitors to inspect its checkpoints of Donetsk and Gukova in the southern region of Rostov-on-Don after persisting accusations it has been supplying rebels with arms and fighters. Russian political analysts say the new twist of sanctions is unprecedented and throws relations between Russia and its partners in the EU and the United States back into the Cold War era.
I agree with the assessment that second Cold War has started. It has been initiated by the United States of America and personally the US President Barack Obama. In what form? In a form that is much higher and much broader than the World Cold War #1.
Some experts even say the West has crossed a red line, making trusting and neighborly relationship difficult to rebuild. And so Russia will have to look for other strategic partners.
We now have to look for and use other options outside Europe and the US to look for strategic alternatives, because there now have been changes to relations with countries we used to call strategic partners, like the European Union, which was Russia's key economic partner.
Yet there is still hope for a peaceful solution for the Ukrainian crisis. On Thursday, a trilateral contact group with representatives of Russia and Ukraine are set to meet with the OSCE members in Minsk, the capital of Belarus, to discuss the possible release of hostages captured by the warring sides and measures to ensure that international investigators get full access to the Malaysian Airlines plane crash site. Daria Bondarchuk, CCTV, Moscow.